Hello everyone, back tuning into today's first video doing 5-day forecast. Today's first video. Later on we'll have a look at whether it's week to 10 days, see what's going on there. This 5-day forecast of course is going to take us to Monday, and then the week to 10 day video will take us through, I think it'll be through towards the 17th of December, so we'll go through to the second half of the month with that one. That'll be later on this afternoon. So if you want to get on with 5-day forecast, just say about the ads, there's links, articles on all the pages, have a browse through widgets and click through the links. If there's any articles that you're interested in, going to be having us the page website, and thanks very much for doing that. There's also video ads for those pages, which own that content when you watch them. They close by a couple of games, does help to pay the gas fees. And the Christmas shop is still open, so if you've got any Christmas shop to do at Amazon between now and Christmas, all you have to do is click through the Amazon banners within the Christmas shop, and it takes you off to Amazon where you do Christmas shopping as well. Because you've gone from Gas Levies to Amazon, we get a revenue fee on the things that you're buying. And a big thank you to everybody for doing that. Been a huge success again so far this season. Of course, we're getting towards Christmas now, so you've still got time to get those things out to you that you want to buy. But don't leave it too much on, because time, of course, is getting on. So, websites using for the 5-day forecast coming from the weatheroutlook.com and weathercentre.de, and you can find links to both websites on the links page. We're in a very different air mass now. Of course, we had quite a lot of cold weather really over the past month or so, but we're bringing up a proper tropical maritime sort of air mass today. The air is coming out of the Azores, so it's a much milder day across the country. It's also rather damp up in the north and west. This is the radar picture. You can see I've got some patchy rain up across Scotland and also coming down through the Irish Sea. Elsewhere, a lot of dry weather. Been fairly cloudy this morning, but a few breaks are beginning to appear in that cloud across the eastern parts of the country, especially. Here's the Stochastic pressure chart today. We've got high pressure set up across many central southern parts of Europe, with low pressure out to the north and west. If you follow the isobars back, the air is originating from the Azores, so it's pumping up very mild air across the country. So I think we'll see further showery rain across Scotland through the course of this afternoon, and some of that could get down towards the Northern Ireland and North West England, maybe North Wales even, by the end of the afternoon. Elsewhere, I think we keep it mostly dry, but with a lot of cloud coming and going. There will be a few brighter breaks to the east. It's a very mild day today. Temperatures are going to be widely up to 10, 11, 12, 13 degrees. Some places are going to get to 15, and one or two places are going to get higher than that, possibly going up to 16, maybe 17 degrees. This afternoon, shades of December last year, although not as wet, thankfully. As we go through to tonight, we're going to find that we have an area of rain beginning to develop through parts of Northern Ireland, Northern England, and also North Wales as well. So a swathe of rain will begin to develop through the central part of the country. Scotland and Northern Ireland will actually turn a little bit clearer later on in the night. It'll be a bit colder there, with temperature going down to around 7 or 8 degrees. Still mild for a December night, but a little bit cooler there. The southeast also probably staying mostly dry. And it's going to be very mild across much of England and Wales tonight, with temperatures holding up around 10 to 12 degrees Celsius. That band of rain will move southwards and eastwards across England and Wales tomorrow as a weakening feature. So a little bit of patchy light rain will spread down through the Midlands and central, southern, southeastern England, but I think it'll be fizzling out as it does so, with brighter skies following along behind to Scotland, Northern Ireland, Northern England, and eventually down into Wales. A very mild day again, perhaps not quite as mild as today, but even so, we're going to be seeing temperatures of around 11 to 15 degrees quite widely across the country. Another area of rain will move in from the Atlantic on Thursday night, so Friday will start off quite wet across Scotland and Northern Ireland, with outbreaks of heavy rain, mostly dry further south across England and Wales. That band of rain will gradually spread southwards and eastwards across England and Wales through the course of the day. Probably as a weakening feature again, but a few heavier bursts are possible around Irish Sea coast and also across parts of North Wales. I doubt we'll get the rain into East Anglia and southeast England through daylight hours, and eventually brighter and cooler air will move back in towards Scotland and Northern Ireland. Temperatures with those brighter and cooler conditions are going to be down to around 7, 8 degrees, so closer to average. But the south and east, so much of England and Wales, is going to be another very mild day, with temperatures again around 12, 13 degrees quite easy. That weather could well pep up on Friday night to give a really quite a wet day across England and Wales on Saturday. The synoptic chart doesn't show much, but there is a front there that's across England and Wales. It's quite active as well, I think. So it could be really quite wet through many parts of England and Wales on Saturday. East Anglia and South East could just about stay dry through daylight hours, but much of the Midlands, Wales, parts of Northern England, down to southwestern England, central southern England, likely to have a dull and wet day with outbreaks of rain on and off all day. Northern Ireland and Scotland will be in this cooler, more showery westerly flow, so it'll be a drier day up there, but there will still be some showers. Temperatures in the southeast could still be reaching around 13 or 14 Celsius, generally a little bit cooler, especially for the northern part of the country. That rain will clear away overnight, Saturday into sunny to leave this transient ridge building across the country for Sunday itself. So it's a nice day, certainly the best day of the weekend for England and Wales. There'll be good sunny spells coming through, a few showers still left in the northwest, but most places having a dry day with winter sunshine. And although it's a little bit cooler, the temperatures are still going to be okay, really, only ranging from, say, 5 to 10 Celsius. So still a little bit above average, probably, despite a cooler, fresher feel. And then we end up on Monday with the next area of low pressure beginning to move in from the Atlantic. So may start off with a bit of ground frost, especially in the north, but there'll be good sunshine to begin on Monday. However, cloud and rain is likely to move in from the west through the course of the day, so that could be quite heavy across western Scotland and Northern Ireland. Eastern areas, I would have thought, tending to stay dry throughout. Temperatures back into mild or even very mild category, so ranging from around 8 to 14 Celsius. Finally, just have a look at the charts from the Weather Outlook. So this situation today, a lot of dry weather, some showery rain up in the north. We go through into Thursday, and we're going to start off with some rain through this central swathe of the country. I'll be moving southwards and eastwards as a weakening feature, most places finishing the day dry. More rain through central parts on Friday, quite light through Friday itself, but on Friday night into Saturday, that's going to pep up. It looks like it could give really quite a wet day to much of England and Wales on Saturday. The far south and southeast staying dry, and it's also drier in the north. Temperatures very mild in the south, but a bit cooler in the north. Sunny, looks a nice day. Most parts of the country will be dry. Good sunshine coming through. Temperatures take a bit of a dip. It will be cooler, and the temperature will be closer to average, but even so, still mild, really, for the time of the year. And then we finish up on Monday with more rain coming into the west, and those temperatures picking up again. So if you want cold weather, not a very good 5-day outlook at all. It's going to be generally mild or very mild, with rain at times. Nothing too worrying in terms of rain. I don't think we'll be having to think about flooding, but it is going to be wet at times, and just very mild with the winds coming in from the west and the southwest. Right, we'll see whether this is going to continue for the 5 to 10 day time frame later on this afternoon, so come back for that. But that's all for now, and thanks for watching.